please don't think that I want to be a YouTuber. I don't want to be a YouTuber. I'm not doing this because I want to be a YouTuber. I'm just doing this because I like letting out my feelings. I've been thinking a lot, and here are my thoughts, I guess. So this past few weeks have been very unkind to me, and it's not a nice thing to say out loud. It's such a sad thing, actually. So I'm not saying it to brag or anything. There's literally nothing to brag about. I'm so sad. I'm so relatable, quirky, depressed. I wish I don't have to say that, you know? Like, I wish I can be like, I've been good. How about you? Humans are sad a lot of the time. And people know that. And it's okay to be sad. I hate how I'm coming off as I'm blaming the other factors in my life whenever I talk about my problems out loud. But in my head, when I'm going through it, the only person this person is blaming is myself. Like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. Suck it up. You should have listened. You should have do something. I always say that I wish I have someone who is of my wavelength, whose definition of fun is my definition of fun, who can tolerate this and not get tired of it. I don't trust that it will last, so half of the time I don't give it a try. The times that I do give it a try, however, some shit always goes down, and it contributes to this cycle of not wanting to trust anybody else. How do I say this? I'm repulsive and I disengage. Really think that I'm the problem. I really think that I push people away. But also, why do they just let themselves be pushed? You know how, like, sometimes when you have a boyfriend, sometimes, you know how, like, when you are in a relationship, like romantic relationships, and then your partner does something that you don't like? Why is it so easy for most of us to call out on our romantic partners? Like, hey, I don't like it when you do this. I don't like it when you leave me on red. I don't like it when you don't reply to me. You make me feel unloved. But why don't we do that in platonic relationships? Why can't we tell our friends that, yo, I'd appreciate it if you don't do that, because you make me feel like you don't want me to be your friend. I also don't know if it's an Asian thing or something like that, but me and the relationships that I am in right now, I find it hard to show affection and to tell them that I love them, and which is weird, and it shouldn't be like that, because I feel like that is how I feel like that is how miscommunication starts. When you can't be honest about the positive feelings, you don't be honest about the negative feelings. And then when you're not honest about negative feelings especially, it just rolls up into a big negative energy, and then you lose it. You lose it altogether. And that's sad. But that's happening because you're not honest, even about the good things. And that's even sadder because, like, why can't you be honest about the good things? Why can't you tell someone that you love them? Okay, not you, me. Why can't I tell someone that I love them? Why can't I tell someone that I appreciate them and I like that they're in my life and that they are funny and that they make me happy? I want to say it's a thing that I do, but I also can't ignore the fact that I don't see it practiced often around me. So love is a gamble, you know, like you could F it up and ruin it. And you can try, but you can never make someone love you. You can think that they love you, but you won't know for sure if they do. And even if they do they love you as much as you love them? Or assuming that they do, assuming that you think they do, they can decide to not love you randomly. Just wake up and be like, nah, well, yeet. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean they're gonna love you forever. They can choose not to whenever. That's sad. What the fuck? And even when you know this, you still crave for love. Why? I think there's a problem with me and what I expect out of human relationships. I tend to want something or crave for it to be deep, but I also fail to deliver the deepness. Okay, I don't know if it makes sense, but yeah, I'm trying to put words together so that it will make sense. But yeah, okay. I will let what I fear for the future, like this person leaving me, overpower whatever I was feeling at that point of time. And so I don't proceed onto doing more or putting in more effort or loving them more or showing that I love them more, which isn't something that I should do. I've been thinking a lot, and there are people who tell me that I can tell them, but I don't, because I don't want to be a burden to them. But that would be a lie, I guess. It's more of like, I don't want them to pass it off as nothing. But it's not their problem. They shouldn't be invested in it. I shouldn't want someone to be invested in it. I don't want someone to be invested in it. I want someone to be invested in me. I always go like, why don't people check on me? Why does no one care? But that's the thing. I do that. I do that to people. I don't check on people also. I honestly do not know what I've been rambling about at this point. I'm sorry. Tell people you love them before it's too late. Oh my gosh, I'm low-key getting emotional. I'm gonna stop now, I guess, before I actually get emotional and can't stop crying, because that's literally what I've been doing, which is not healthy, so I'm trying to get out of it. but it's also hard when you can't get out of it. So I'm gonna go for now. I don't know if it's gonna make sense. I hope it will. I hope life is treating you kind and that you are treating yourself kinder. Peace out. Thank you for watching. Yeah, here we go again. Oversharing.